Man, this whole generation lost on this internet, man. Like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, they on here minors. Grown-ups send DMs to minors. This is crazy, man. Why though? Man, this internet, man. Wow. Life at a straight shouldn't be so rough. What life ain't fair? Whole generation lost on this internet. Man, y'all don't care. Heard the preacher said the world's about to end. I can feel it in the air, so I dropped down to my knees and prayed last night. Hope you hear my prayer. Hey, Father, forgive me, I'm young in this world. I do not know where to go. Whole generation of darkness, I'm trying to spark this so I can show your glow. I know the odds against me, the devil teaches me, but still I choose you. I'm trying to live my life right and spread the love and light so I can bring it all back to you. Let's go.
I'm just trying to live right. I'm just trying to live life. The devil wants me to lose it, but I'll stand tall, never let him catch me fall. I'll give it everything. We just trying to live life. We just trying to live right. The devil want us to lose it, but we'll stand tall, never let him catch us fall. We'll give it everything. I'm just trying to live right. I'm just trying to live life. The devil wants me to lose it, but I'll stand tall, never let him catch me fall. I'll give it everything.
Dear God, we come today saying thank you, oh God. We thank you for being the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. God, I come today interceding over a generation. The enemy is running rampant and trying to destroy the lives of our youth.
I'm telling y'all like S-Back, don't play me. I'm the king of the culture, but I slay these bases. Cause I was throwing down that ace. Hope I just go win that race. Told my dad I stopped lying, but I just roll like a lion. I started being sincere. Man, people don't believe my generation going crazy over stuff they don't own, like a Benz, cars and clothes and shoes. The people that now know they work hard for what they own. We hustle hard every day. Hey, rise up for the champion.
I'm just trying to live right. I'm just trying to live life. The devil wants me to lose it, but I'll stand tall, never let him catch me fall. I'll give it everything. We just trying to live life. We just trying to live right. The devil want us to lose it, but we'll stand tall, never let him catch us fall. We'll give it everything. I'm just trying to live right. I'm just trying to live life. The devil wants me to lose it, but I'll stand tall, never let him catch me fall. I'll give it everything.
I come against the spirits of pornography or pedophilia, oh God. I come against the spirit of wickedness, oh God. I come against the spirit of stupidity, oh God. God, I come today standing in the gap for our youth today, oh God. For they will be everything that you have called them to be. They will be all that you have called them to be, oh God. God, the plans of the enemy will not prevail. I cast down the arrows that have come against them, oh God. God, they will be all that you have had them to be, oh God. God, I come today standing in the gap for them, oh God. God, I thank you, I praise you, and I magnify your name. It's in your son Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Hey, everybody. It is the one and only great love. I thank you guys so much for being part of this new season. Again, I am so excited to be back. It has been a while, but baby, I have been out here moving it and enjoying new baby. He's gonna be 1 next month. It's so crazy. But again, I am Gracie Love, and you are watching the Euphoria Hour, baby, the new season. And we are doing Suffering in Silence. If you guys remember, did a couple of pilot episodes where we talked about depression. We also talked about infidelity. And we also did with the lovely Dr. Nicola Mitchell, Giving Hope. So I hope you guys enjoyed those. And if you missed those episodes, go ahead and look back on them. Got the YouTube popping. So got all the content getting up on there. So I am again just excited just to be back, bringing you guys a new season of the Euphoria Hour presents Suffering in Silence. Gonna be doing a lot of conversations about a lot of hard topics, some topics that we are going through that we just don't have a place to talk about it, and now we do. So again, I'm very, very excited. I'm very excited for today's show, the Euphoria Hour, Suffering in Silence. I have a very, very special guest with me, and I am just very honored to have this gentleman on. So again, I am excited to be back. A lot of crazy things have been going on. Are you guys happy, or are you guys upset that Usher got this key to the city? Let me tell you something, okay? He has brought in some revenue that a lot of people have not been able to bring in. And so I am okay with him having a key to the city. Hopefully we get some discounts on his residency show now that he got a key, okay? So I am excited for him. I think that it's exciting that he's going to be performing at the Super Bowl. I'm trying to see how I can get into the Super Bowl. I need somebody to be giving some tickets away on the radio so I can go ahead and call in and win me some tickets to the Super Bowl. Okay, that's what I need. So y'all stay tuned for me winning some Super Bowl tickets, okay? Because y'all know I be winning. So again, I'm really excited for him to be performing at the Super Bowl. Is going to be very, very exciting for our city. Y'all make sure that y'all stay safe out here as well with Halloween coming up. Y'all let me know, what are y'all going to be for Halloween? I'm going to be Poison Ivy. I cannot wait. I'm going to go get me some red hair. And yes, baby, I am about to be Poison Ivy. I'm so excited. I can't wait. The kids, I think Bea wants to do a police vampire. That's what she's been talking about. And I'm going to do Tigger for baby because he just been bouncing all over the place. So make sure that you guys are being safe this Halloween. There's also a lot of trick-or-treating, trunk-or-treat events that are going on. So make sure that you guys are looking into those safe trick-or-treating things. Make sure that you are checking your kids' candies. Okay, there was reports that the Reese's Halloween edition candy, that they had maggots inside of them. So make sure that you're checking the baby's candies. Make sure that the kids are in a group and that they're safe this Halloween. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and jump right on to this interview. I don't want to waste any more time. I have Mr. Tyrone Muhammad, founder of ECCSC, with me. Hi, King. Can you hear me?
Yes. How you doing, Gracie?
I am doing so well. I want to thank you so much for joining me. Peace and blessings to you on this Friday. I was just, letting everybody know that you are the founder of ECCSC. Real quick, before we get into, who you are and how you got on your journey, can you explain to everybody what does that stand for?
Well, that stands for ex-cons for community and social change.
Oh, absolutely. So I like to consider you an activist in Chicago. You do a lot of ripping and running around for the city, trying to bring good and positive things to the community. And like you said, you do a lot of work with convicted felons, correct?
Yes, absolutely. Young people, convicted felon and at-risk youth.
Absolutely. And what got you started on this journey? What got you started on this path?
So, after serving 21 years in prison, um, I just grew tired while serving 21 years in prison. I grew tired of seeing men come and go back and forth to jail. No reformation, no hope for transformation. And I'm looking, I said, it's clear that the pastors, politicians, and benevolent white folks don't have an answer for the ills that's facing Black men, that young men and boys are dealing with, hence mass incarceration, right? So I said, you know what? We here, we committed acts of crimes against ourselves or against our communities. So, and we either victimize the community or we fell for the tricks and the traps that led us in here. I said, so you know what? I don't want to focus on the conspiratorial plots to destroy black men and boys. I wanted to be I wanted to create an organization that actually dove right in and held us accountable for our issues as black men, as our issue of violating and terrorizing our communities, our women and children. So I said, you know, and I didn't want this to be some flowery organization that focused on, you know, those names that people call us, right? They returning citizens, justice involved individual. These weren't terms that black people created or men coming out of prison created. These are terms that people created that wanted to make mass incarceration flowery and less disrespectful, I believe, to us as individuals. So ex-cons, I wanted to call it what we were. The 13th Amendment say you're duly convicted, then your freedom only then can you be enslaved, quote unquote, to be removed from the street and declared a convict, right? So I said, we're going to call it just what they call it, to be an affront to those powers that be that say, listen, you can't get away from us. You're going to deal with these issues. We're going to put ourselves in the position till you're going to have to fix the damage that you all have caused with your white supremacy. So ex-cons for community and social change was my idea, but it acts as a double entendre. So we not only just ex-cons, but we X of every con mean negative. We X of everything that's negative. Then we X of the issues and ills that led us to prison, right? But X also represent a mathematical equation of unknown. So we have unknown and untapped ability languishing in prisons, graveyards, and on these street corners. So our organization is solving for X every day. That means if you eliminate ex-cons, you still have community and social change. We want to create social change in our communities. We just happen to be ex-cons who served their debt to society, and we're standing in that gap to repair the damage that we call the terroristic effect that we had on our women and children before we was incarcerated.
That was just amazing. I mean, that was very powerful. I think that, like you said, I think a lot of it is a lot of flowering, and I love how, you know, like you said, it's taking accountability and showing change. You know, you served your time, you did, you know, your service that you were supposed to do, and now it's time to come out and be a part of society again, and in a good way, and have those areas where you can do that. I know a lot of, from what I hear, when people get out of prison, they don't have, you know, places to go and get jobs. Some people don't have family to go and stay with. You know, they just come out into this empty world and just don't have anywhere to go or nothing positive to keep them from getting into trouble again.
Absolutely. And that's the problem with mass incarceration. Prisoners or returning citizens, as some may want to say, you can't be a citizen return to a community or block that you was never a citizen in. And we don't call ourselves returning citizen because we don't feel like we, even as black men in 2023, are treated as citizens of this country. So you can say it, but our mass incarceration, the death here in Chicago, the 18 to 24 years old are 60%, over 60% unemployed. We die at a higher rate than any other people, men, women, in any other race. We are the most broken, disenfranchised in terms of training, colleges and school. Black women go to school more than black men go to school. We are the most discriminated against individuals in the workplace or anywhere else. So with that being said, you know, we have to be the change we want to see. We have to take personal responsibility and create the opportunities that we want to have. So that's why I make it a focus of ex-con, because we're the only class and cast of individuals that's perpetually discriminated against by everyone. That means even your own family members. Everybody unconsciously discriminate against returning citizens. Yet we have billions of dollars for migrants, and 18,000 in Chicago alone. Over 18,000 black men are homeless. That's returning citizens. In Chicago alone, like I say, highest unemployment rate is black men, while Mexicans and Latinos and others are working on construction site. Men are working in prison, or we're in the early graveyards. So it's so many disparities, and there's so many ills facing black men across the country, especially returning citizens, that I wanted to be an organization and an example as a black man, that I'm not waiting on no government. I'm not waiting on institutions to give us handout. I'm going to create the change that I want to see. That's why I got into the cannabis space, because 99.9% of all dispensaries and cannabis industries are controlled by white men, while black men are still in prison for cannabis. While
Right.
black men,
Okay. How
yeah,
many men are locked up for selling an eighth of weed or something like that, right?
right, that have lost their lives, their families, everything, and they never fixed that damage. So making cannabis legal was a way that the government used as a tool for their dirty religion to deal with taxes, to just bring in revenue. So they had to put a flowery, a nice name on it, a word on it, or slogan. This is the flower that would be used to fix the damage caused by the war on drugs, right? So you're talking about all the inequities that our communities have experienced in snatching black men off the street for 50 years for selling weed, while white men make billions in every city in every state on the very flower that we was incarcerated or are still incarcerated for. And the very thing that they have done is locked us out of the very industry that we created. Black men created the black market that is cannabis for white men to come in and take the revenue, so that white people don't no longer have to come in our communities and our neighborhoods to purchase weed. They could go to their own dispensaries.
So now moving forward, what are some of the resources that you offer? Or how can people work with you and what you're bringing to the community?
Well, I'm a little different. I don't often collaborate with everybody,
Mm,
because most of these organizations are 501c3 pimps.
mm,
They use Black Death as a hustle. They use Black issues as a hustle. That's why you have so many organizations in the community, just like you have a million churches in communities. I call them pastors, PPs, pastors, politicians, and police.
mm,
All of these benefit off of Black Death, all of them. And these organizations, these 501c3s, um, nonprofits, they are often they exploitive. They exploit our people issues and ills, and that's why you don't see the resources ever trickling down to the communities and those that's most in need of services, because these groups, they use the money and the high administrative costs to feed themselves. Where with me, we have all types of programming that's really not funded. If I didn't get funding from private organizations or corporations or individuals like yourself and others, then ECCSC wouldn't exist, because an organization of a man, organization led by a heterosexual man, that's going to speak the truth and say what I want to say and tell the truth regardless to who you are. We're not going to be feminized, feminized over here. We're not playing that gender crap over here. And you can't control us with these issues that societies are either canceled for or canceled by. So a lot of the resources or grants that is given to me by elected officials in Chicago are actually taken from me. No matter how much work we do, no matter the number of violence, because our violence prevention has been the cornerstone of what we've been doing here in Chicago. And we probably in 2 years probably stopped over 500-600 shootings, right? And we probably put over 400-500 Black men to work. And I mentor over 80 young men myself personally. So you from ages 8 to 27. So you got to think about it. We do things that most organizations and groups don't do here, and we have we got a lot of wraparound programs that deal with the behavior modification and the thinking and the ills and issues of Black men and boys that's dealing with in these particular communities that's leading them into mass incarceration or prison. So we got, like I say, the governor of Illinois, we was allocated over $3 million. The governor of Illinois took our money and gave it to the transgender LGBTQ community. That's how they treat Black men in Chicago.
Now, what kind of, I like you said, it just blows my mind because, I know, again, like you said, a lot of resources that they do have available, like you said, they're taking them away, and then, they're wondering why the things are happening in the city that are going on.
Well, they're not wondering. They know why it's happening. It's just, we just in Chicago, we got 17, almost 20,000 migrants out here now coming here. They just allocated over 300 million. They put these migrants in hotels while we got, and they get $9,000 a month. And while Black men, boys, and homeless women and children, citizens, are living on the streets, are living, jumping from shelter to shelter, or while these people live in hotels and live in housing. And they creating aspects and ways to put these people up where they don't even take care of their own community and citizens first. It's like you taking care of your neighbor's children before you take care of your own. You are not only, I don't be a humanitarian, take care of the neighbors, but your children are starving and hurting. That's insanity. This is insanity we're dealing with in the city of Chicago and across the country right now with the illegal immigrants.
Now, I see that you have an event coming up October the 27th,
Yes.
Breaking It Down, the 20th anniversary conference. Now, can you share a little bit about what that is?
So Breaking It Down is often shall I say, it's a collaboration of different grant people, businesses, and grants that comes out to the public. And they host different breakout sessions, and then they have different guest speakers. In this particular year to 27, they've asked me to speak about how, as you can see, the context is how to get money when you're not invited, or resources when you're not invited to the table, right? So
right.
I have
to see this little blurry. There we go.
Yeah. So I'm speaking and talking to the people on, me, I'm radical. Me, I'm a truth teller. I'm a truth speaker. And I stand against the issues and violence, no matter violence and issues that's destroying our communities and ourselves. So often it's not a popular stance to take, just like speaking against the migrants, speaking against this transgender effort to make feminized Black men and boys, all the felon school issues, our pipelines to prison. So I don't often get invited to those tables to file for grants because I often offend these individuals who think they're going to use Black death as a hustle, who think they're going to use our issues and ills to chase money and grant money. And then a lot of these businesses will not a lot of these businesses would not really even deal with us because they don't want to be seen as, oh, we giving money to Tyrone Muhammad. Or the government. And so they stop me, and they may call me a hate teacher or hate speaker, because I deal with those issues and I confront them, that we are the endangered species. Black men are in this country. And I talk about that stuff. So with that being said, they take my money from me. And so I had to figure out ways to get resources to serve my community. I have to find resources. I got to rob Peter to pay Paul just to keep this. I don't call myself an activist. Well, you mentioned activist. I call myself a community servant, right? So a lot of people are starting to use that term now. I'm a community servant. So that means anything in the community, I'm serving that. I'm a servant to the issues. I'm a servant to my people. So everybody, I've seen too many activists. So I acting, but they really not gonna die. They're really not gonna sacrifice their own personal family issues, gain family resources, their own personal safety and health, or even their time to do what it is that is necessary to resurrect the dead, to resurrect our people, to bring consciousness, to say, thus said the Lord, to focus on the powers that be and challenge them to do better by us, since we elected you or selected you to represent us. We want to stand on you to make sure you bring in us the necessary resources that we need, to fix our issues that we didn't cause.
Absolutely.
So that's what the breaking it down thing is. It's about me in this particular year having a conversation in the classroom to talk about all the radical things and approaches you have to take to get people to see you differently, that will fund and will provide the necessary resource for your organization.
Now, I usually ask this question towards the end of the interview, but since you mentioned, getting the resources and stuff, how do you, what words of motivation can you give people who need to search for these resources or these sponsors or these things like that? Because those things are hard. And if you're an entrepreneur or artist, you know what I mean? It's a lot, and it can be stressful. It can really break you down. And it can make you want to give up. So what words of motivation, I guess we could get a pre-course for your speaking of, what words of motivation can you give to people to keep going and finding these resources or sponsors or what it is, and not giving up on your goal?
Yeah, see, I often say hard trials are necessary to establish truth, right? You don't really understand how much you want to do something or establish truth or establish a business until you go through trials. You think people, because the trial of getting resources, the trial of making yourself valuable, worthwhile, shall I say, the endeavor that you're on, the mission that you're on, you don't really know what that is or what you're chasing or pursuing until you go through some adversity. Mm-hmm. See, rich people have trials too. They may have the money to start business. They may have the money to put forth their ideas or whatever, but they got a lot of other issues they go through that may not be just may be different than what we may have to go through as poor people or as people starting off with nothing, right? Right. But that is my biggest thing. You have to endure trials. You need trials in order to understand the truth. That's what I say. Hard trials are necessary to establish truth, and the truth is, in my case, I love my people. I desire to see a real change happen for our community. I'm tired of women and children being murdered in America, in the city. I'm tired of mass incarceration. So I present myself in a way that no matter where I'm at, in a room with a millionaires, billionaires, I'm gonna always be the object of attention in the way that I walk, the way that I talk, the way that I move, the way that I stand to attract, and I'm confident about what it is that I'm doing. So people should be confident about what they're doing, what they're creating, what they're building. And if those on the outside looking in, whether it's a dime, nickel, quarter, 100,000, million, or consistent donation every month, those people will recognize that, and they will show you that with their pocketbooks. And so you that's it. It's too many people. It's more private businesses and private donors than it is government grants.
Mm. Oh, thank you for sharing that. Now, we talked a little bit about, like you said, getting into the cannabis and opening that up and then expanding that more because it is not out here in Vegas that I know of. There's only one Black-owned dispensary out here. In the whole city, and there's tons of dispensaries, and now they're also opening up a little lounge area where you can enjoy, your smokes and everything like that. So again, no, that's not something that's Black owned. And so, what is your idea? What is your movement in the cannabis industry? How are you putting your footsteps in there?
So I've been fighting for equity in this space, for inclusion in this space for the last for 3.5, almost 4 years now. So I started, as you may see, I started by protesting dispensaries, protesting elected officials to say that you can't operate in this space without our people, our community benefiting from it. And making sure, ensuring on the protest side, the activist side, making sure that advocate side for cannabis and the brothers that's locked up, um, to make sure they see us, they recognize us, and make sure the reason why cannabis is legal is because it was designed, it was said to be a product of flower that will be used as a tool to create generational wealth for our communities and to fix the ills and issue caused by the war on drugs. But that hasn't happened. So I said, I'm not waiting on them to do for us what we need to be doing for ourselves. So I started protesting, selling weed and hemp and everything in front of the dispensaries. And when they opened up, I sold and dared the police to arrest me. I want you to arrest the Black man for doing the same thing that the white man is doing. I want you to that because it doesn't make sense that you marginalize a community and then lock a community out of the very spaces that you marginalize them in. So we created it. We built the black market. So it's incumbent upon us to control this market. So I'm constantly visiting and looking at seminars, creating coalitions around the space, black people to come in to make them realize our power in numbers, to make these licenses, the protests and demonstrations that I've done have made it easier for black people to win licenses in the state of Illinois. The other thing is, uh, I figured out a lot of the loopholes and the things necessary that allow me to open up the way I've opened up in terms of the shops that I helped founded in Chicago called Shaitiva. So that's my goal, to now start to travel around the country and start opening up locations like we have in Chicago. We're working on opening up another location real soon in the heart of the black community. So we'll be doing that real soon. So I want to take this model. If people have the resources and funds to partner with us, I want to take this model to every city and state. So I'm just imagining, instead of this big $3 million, $5 million purse to get started with cannabis, I want to show people that we don't have to go and run it and move in the traditional way of what they're doing right now with cannabis. I'm trying to show them that we're going to take this approach and show them the better way to get in the industry and to control an aspect of it, whereby we don't have to deal with all the regulations and licensing and all the crap that they have placed on us and told us that cannabis was going to be our panacea to fix the ills and the issues caused by the war on drugs. So we're going to do it ourselves. So that's what I look forward to, being able to come to Vegas and get a coalition going of people that want to pool their resources and say, hey, I want to be a part of this too. And that's a great opportunity for everybody to actually invest in it. And if all of us put something, and we don't need as much to get going. So if it just imagine a collective of 25 to 50 Black people owning that dispensary.
Right.
We only do all our family, customers, and people, the big promotion of it. And you're able to now generate the revenue and necessary revenue to make a profit. And you do that with 5 or 6 locations all around the city, then you'll be able to generate hundreds of millions probably. So that's why we have to learn to pool our resources and come together. Unless you got $1 million sitting around, Gracie.
Right. I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you if I had $1 million. Boy.
No, you probably still be talking. You'll just have you'll be doing it on a bigger level. But really, that's all it takes is about $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, and that's not a lot of money when a bunch of people get together. And you got people out there that got that money sitting in the bank,
right?
But they not making money with their money, and they not entrepreneurs, so they don't gamble or take the chance with their resources. But really, that's what you got to do. You got to teach people, and you got to pool your resources so that we can get at the wealth. I know multi-millionaires, but they are always coming together with other millionaires. So it makes it less what they want to do. They don't carry the whole load. They carry, and they never use their own money. They always use the bank money.
Right.
So we
got. That's a lot of us don't be real worried about that credit. That credit is a powerful thing.
Let me tell you though, what I always tell people,
we get educated about.
Yeah, but money is greater than the credit in a sense. And you pull your resources. Banks take your money in and then borrow and lend your money back to you. So they don't have no real credit. It's like we give these people all that. One thing you can't take with you to the graveyard is your credit. It doesn't matter. Your credit, your car, your house, your everything don't even matter, Gracie, when you die. It don't say, here lies Gracie with an 800 credit score. That don't even matter. All that crap don't matter. When you pool your resources, if I take 100 people to a bank and all of us got $100 and we put it in that bank, that's the power we have in that bank. We can borrow from our own money without having credit. That's my money. Now, if you ain't gonna give me no loan off my own money, give my money up out this bank. Mm. You see, we don't pool our resources and have collectivism. That's why the person can come across the border, live in a house of 30 of them, whether Asian or Latino, of 30 or Haitian, 30 of them, go to work every day, take their little money, put it in the bank, take their little money, deny themselves Gucci, Poochie, and Lucci, deny themselves all of those little designer things that we chase the moment we get a few dollars, and they put it up and they come together. They open a little restaurant in your neighborhood. They open a liquor store in your neighborhood. They open a gas station in your neighborhood. They open a candy and pop up with popcorn. They buy carts with ice creams and snowballs to pull up, and you go patronize it. See, we are the most ignorant and silly people with our money, and that's a problem.
Absolutely. I was talking to my mom the other day and just wondering, why weren't we able to rebuild the Black Wall Street after it was burned down? It's 2023. Why haven't we been able to have something just a little bit close to what them people was doing back then?
Because you got to find the right synergy and you got to find the Gracies, the Tyrones, the different people that coming together from as a way to enhance your circle and your space. Don't deal with people that can't enhance your circle or your space. Don't deal with people that don't see your value in sharing of resources. So you can't waste your time worrying about those people that don't have the propensity to see their own greatness, right? We have to build it, create it, find the commonality with people that actually think and move like you. And we got all our, you may be the liver, I may be the kidneys, that man may be the heart, that man may be the spleen, that man may be the circulatory system. That one may be, he may have the knowledge and the base to get at how we get it done. He may be the brain. But without all of us attached to him or her, the body cannot survive. So we don't think as a body. We think as individuals. We always want to shit on each other. We want to stun on each other. You know, I've heard sisters say, I'm finna stun on these bitches. Look at these.
Flexing on these hoes.
Yeah. So it's like, why you want to create that energy? You know, hey man, I'm pulling up on them, man. I just put this new, I'm gone, put the new rim. I'm gonna pull up and stun on these stuff. Now you're in a position where you get carjacked or murdered because a person is jealous and envious of you stunning on them. So when you invite people to become a part of success and we trickle it down to everybody, it's no stunning. We are who we are because we have it, because we created it together. Now we all, KIS1 used to say, it ain't about money because we all make dollars. That's why I walk with my head up. That's for your time, Grace. For your time.
Just a little bit, but that's okay. That's okay.
I tell people, man, when I do stuff and the young folks see me and I'll be in that culture and then I say something and man, how old are you? I say I'm 52. Hey, hey, big homie, you ain't no 52. Most of them look older than us because they drinking every day, they smoking every day, they not sleeping, they not taking care of themselves, they're violating themselves every single day out of a lack of self-love that, you know, oftentimes you got to teach them what that is. See, even though I've sold dope, shotguns, been to prison, I never smoked and I never drank. And I own the dispensary. So that's what I'm telling people. They, hey, bro, you ain't. I said, no, I ain't. I don't smoke. Hey, man, how you own the dispensary? Because I'm an entrepreneur. And, you know, I don't have to like hamburgers to own a McDonald's. You see what I'm saying? We got to start thinking like that. I don't have to drink to own a liquor store.
That's right.
So I don't have to manage it. I can let somebody else do that. But that's it, though. We have to figure out how to pool ourselves, our resources, and get at the money.
Absolutely.
So that's what America is, a corporation. America only cares about money and politics. See, politics are people. It's numbers. Everything is a number game. How many people can you galvanize? That's why everybody, I got 1 million followers. I got to take views. But see, all that is fake numbers. If you show up on the scene out of 1 million people watching you, would 1,000 even come out to see you?
Right.
See, that's the difference between a superstar and a radio star, right? A person who can show up anywhere. You may have a big hit record, but your personality, nobody really want to see you. Like 50 Cent, not the best rapper. He don't have the best anything no more. But he can show up on the scene and people want to see him because of what he created. Jay-Z, on the other hand, he gonna sell a million records, but he also gonna show up and it's gonna be a damn pandemonium of people trying to get to see the man. So that's really it. You know, I'm not showing up to see everybody. It has to be valuable. I have to get something from it. We're not chasing that. We have to chase unity. We got to chase collaboration for real. And like I told you earlier, I don't collaborate with people who don't really offer really any value. People will go get grant money and then call me and say, hey, can you collaborate with me to do? I said, well, you should have called me before you went and got the money.
Right.
Because now you got to provide the service. See, now you don't got that money hustling. Now you got to provide the service. You said you do violence prevention to get the money, and you ain't never been to jail, ain't never seen a gun, ain't never seen the street, and now you got to fulfill the contract. But you call me to use me and then pay me while you get the high administrative pay and pay me for doing the work. Pay me for doing the work with my skill set. And you shouldn't have never done. You should have collaborated with somebody with this skill set. But don't call me after you get the money, and now you got to have a recording and a reporting of those finances. See, you don't understand that part. They think they're gonna do that afterwards because they really don't want no true collaboration, Grace. They really want to be the leaders of their own space, but they don't understand that in order to be the leader of your own space, you got to bring people with you. You can't have a corporation. McDonald's can't be a McDonald's without multiple managers and multiple people to make the burgers flip.
Right. Now, before I let you go, I know I've just been running my mouth with you. I just been, just so excited, like a little groupie over here.
Nah, I do not know you'll sign your autograph soon.
You'll have to. I got this book coming out. I'm gonna have to send you a copy. I got my
book. And I also have a book. Have you seen my book online, Men on the Inside?
I have not. So we're gonna have to do some book exchange. We're gonna have to start a book club.
Oh man, we should. I'm telling you, that's a big thing right there. You should get people to reading again. So
okay. Yeah. I'm telling you, especially some of these kids can't read for nothing. These kids, they need a reading hour. But I want to touch bases on a recent event that happened out there. You were live the other day at the memorial for that little baby who had got stabbed. And I just wanted to touch bases and see, what was your reaction to that? For those of you who don't know, there was a little 6-year-old. He was stabbed to death by the landlord because he was Muslim.
Yeah.
The landlord stabbed the baby and the mom. The mom is still in the hospital, correct?
Yeah, fighting for her life.
But the little baby passed away. And if I'm correct, he stabbed that little baby maybe over 20 times.
Yeah, like 20, 25 times. And the little baby they seen the little baby as an uncle. I mean, he seen the little baby as an uncle. He was the neighbor. He lived upstairs. He rented the apartment to them, and they've been there for years. And he brought the little baby toys. He brought the little baby, and the little baby saw the little baby as a grandfather of sort, But what happens is when racism and discrimination happens in the media, you stoke the flame of because we are a country who support Jews. So they stoke the flame of Jewish lobbyists, and Jewish is so lobbyists and stuff is so powerful that even though innocent women and kids are being murdered in Palestine, the media has painted Hamas as the whole population. That's just like something I do in the neighborhood and gets a bad rap. And you paint the whole neighborhood. You just go through looking to murder me. You murdering all the people, the women and kids.
Wiping out the whole 112, all because of Tyrone.
Because of me. That don't make sense. It wouldn't make sense in the streets. So why is it that our government supporting a country, a politics that then murder women and kids and then call it war, fighting? Israel is fighting. So they stoked that flame. The politicians and media stoked that flame that led to a person like that snapping, who already innately is racist. Because that you have to be, for that to come out, you have to be prejudiced or racist to do something like that and really evil. And you then victimize that boy's mama. And I probably think he probably never thought he would even get caught.
Right.
Because I don't think you stab people like that. You expect the mama and everybody to be dead, right?
Right.
So it's just fortunate, that they was able to catch him and he couldn't get away with that. And that's that. I'm just grateful that His father is strong, and I met him, talked to him, and his father's real strong. And the fact that you had all persuasions, from Arab to Jews to white people, all type of people there, Christians, all there to do the individual for for the young man Wade. It's crazy, you know. It's sad. It's sad that even here, though, in Chicago, over 150 women and children murdered in Chicago, and you don't hear nothing about it. It's not.
Women
It's
are out there. Ain't they still kidnapping the women out there?
kidnapping, murdering, murdered children ages between 8 and 5 years old to 16, being murdered every day in Chicago. All once a month, a child gets shot, and multiple babies get shot in Chicago.
Yeah.
And no outrage from the media. They talking about this and that. Like I'm telling the father, babies get murdered every day in Chicago. Your son died, but 150 or more babies are murdered in Chicago, and nobody get this coverage that you get for your child. So understand that, you know, it's a system that's at play here, and they're playing real emotional games. Somebody is playing real games with human beings and the human potential and the human life. So I love being in those spaces, supporting victims, supporting family members who've been victimized by violence, and just disinvestment in general.
Absolutely. Well, I just want to thank you so much for coming on, for sharing your journey on how you got started, and just for sharing your words of wisdom. And I keep on saying this before I let you go. One more thing. I just wanted you to describe. Can people come to your dispensaries out there and buy stuff?
Yeah.
Are they open and running?
It's we got in Chicago, we have one called Shativa. We at Harlem Avenue, Harlem 114 in Harlem in Chicago. People would know what that is if they Google Shativa, THC by Shativa. And then Wicker Park in Chicago. But what it is ultimately I'm branching out, and instead of that partners, I'm creating a whole nother space, cannabis and art, right? So we're curating a new type of dispensary now that me and my partners are 100% owners of, and we're about to start promoting that. And I'm gonna push it to you. I'm gonna let you know now that we got each other's phone number and we're locked in, and I'm gonna be reaching out, and we're gonna collaborate on some things. I want to when you identify a nice location, corner spot, nice location in Vegas, let me know. If you be on the lookout for a nice location, then we can come in that city and look at it and figure out how we can raise the fund or create the resources to then be able to open up there too, and the same style, form, and culture that I want to bring the dispensaries all across the country, and they all are Black owned. So I want to be able to do that. So yeah, let's get on top of that.
So I'm gonna go and get my real estate agent.
Yeah, you got homework to do. You got homework to do now, and so let's get the people ready. Like when we coming through, because if we're not making money, if it ain't making no dollars, it ain't making sense, right?
Absolutely.
They're gonna open them up. We should be the ones owning these places and spaces of gathering, not just places that buy smoke, but I want our dispensaries to be an experience, right? That's why we call them cafes. So you can come to your work there, have your meeting there, and chill there. People don't smoke, hanging out there, drinking coffee, eating pastries, eating uninfused slushies and truffles.
Right, you got the ice cream, and you with it.
Cookies, brownies, Rice Krispie treats. What else? Yeah, we got it all. I mean, just infused punch, and lemonade, infused lemonade. So hey, it's on.
I got the burgers and fries on deck.
That's coming. I'm working on owning the burger shop right now, and it's about to be hit. I'm gonna bring it in Vegas. I'm gonna bring it all over the country. It's called Burger Point.
Ooh.
So we're about to kill it.
Well, I'm ready for it. We need some better food out here. Come on with it. Okay, we all our stomachs is hurting out here. We need some good fresh food.
We coming. We got a franchise. We're gonna come all over the country, and it's real soon. So, right, like I say, I'm not waiting on people to feed us. I'm creating opportunities. My goal is become a multimillionaire and create multimillionaires, so we all can create safe spaces and places for our community and for our children to thrive and learn about themselves, God, self, and others. You know,
because I think that was Jay-Z that said, you ain't a real boss if the people around you ain't eating. You ain't really doing nothing.
That's right. If we not all eating, then what we doing?
So,
but the right people, you gotta put the right peoples around. That's it. Everybody in LeBron James' circle are multimillionaires because he put the right. They make millionaires, and they keep that circle tight because you bring foul people in that circle, they can bring the whole corporation down, the whole organization down, and even kill you like Nipsey Hussle. You hear what I'm saying? You bring people in your circle that will harm you and hurt you, even those ones that you're taking care of.
That's right. Just because they praying for you don't mean they saying good prayers for you. Oh, look at the doggy. Hi, what's your doggy's name? Hi, Granny. You are so cute. So, okay, how can people follow you and keep up with what you're doing?
Well, TyroneMuhammad.com. Tyrone, just say ECCSE.org. ECCSE.org. TyroneMuhammad.com. Tyrone Muhammad on Facebook. Tyrone Muhammad on Instagram. Tyrone MUH on Twitter. And I got an email, Tyrone@ECCSE.org.
Absolutely. So this is for real. Before I let you go, I like to play this game.
Local weed man. Support your local weed man on Instagram. That's simple. Like support your local farmer. Support your local weed man on Instagram, Facebook.
I love that because that's so true though. It's so true though. You're gonna go to these dispensaries and do all these other things.
Don't go to dispensaries. Support your local weed man.
Yes.
Dispensaries are whack.
And they taxing y'all out there in Chicago. Boy,
they're charging you 30% on everything. 40%.
I can't even imagine. I can't imagine them taxes. Boy, I like to pay $25 for my eighth. I don't want that $37 with the taxes. No.
Nah, you're gonna pay 30, you're gonna pay 50 for that. You may pay $50.
My goodness. So definitely that tax out there is eating y'all up. Y'all paying more taxes for the greens than anything else.
The state made $700 million in taxes this year. This year alone.
And all the things going on in the city, $700 million.
And it doesn't trickle back in the community like they said it would.
Oh no. And I just seen they tore down one of the projects over there. I forgot what street it was on, but they had the people sell them their houses and they wiped out all them houses on that block.
The whole Cabrini Green area. You know, all that area when you see old good times, all them big buildings are gone.
Yeah, they tore all that down. Yep. All that down. Okay, before I let you go, I want to play a real quick game with you. It's a rapid fire game. I'm going to ask you a couple questions and you just whatever off the top of your mind. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your favorite color?
Green.
Where do you want to travel to in the next 5 years?
Somewhere I want to go to I like India because I like the Taj Mahal is one of my favorite monuments. I want to see that.
Oh, nice. Okay, now, do you like Eminem, the rapper Eminem?
Yes.
Okay, what song is better, Cleaning Out My Closet or I Am What You Say I Am?
I am what I say I am. I am what you say I am.
Yes, sir. Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you. Again, I thank you
If
so
I
much.
wasn't, then why would I say I am?
Period. That has been my theme song the last 2 weeks.
Well,
Period. I tell him I've listened to that song for years, but this last week it really hit. This
but
last week,
he gives those examples all the time, like even in his battle in that movie 8 Miles, he like, I'm gonna tell you who I am before you can say who I am. I am an Uncle Tom. My boy Future is Uncle Tom. I do live in the trailer park with my mom, but I'm still saying fuck all. So,
that's why Eminem is. I feel like you're a little underrated. Eminem came.
he's underrated, and that's how we are. If somebody he underrated, and it's just it's what it is. It's all about culture, though. It's all about culture. He's a culture vulture, but he was born in that culture. I mean, he was raised up in it, so he's legitimate and authentic, and you got to give it to him. Sometimes, it ain't no space where I can't thrive, or I go in white people and I don't have to code switch. I'm gonna be who I am, but I'm gonna thrive in that space. So he just one of them guys who grew up having to grow up with brothers.
Right. That's right. And then it shows too. Everybody ain't made with no silver spoon in their
Exactly.
mouth.
Yeah, exactly. And we got white trailer trash too now.
Right. There are some white people that struggle too. Not all white people have it good and have an easy
Exactly.
reason.
Yeah,
Okay.
they trailer parks. That's why they got trailer parks.
I'm screaming. I thank you so much, and I will probably see you later on tonight if you go live, because I'm sure my mom will be watching.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be showing up at somewhere before it's over with.
So thank you again, Mr. Muhammad. It has been my honor and my pleasure to share this interview with you. I thank you so much for coming on with me today and giving us like I said, your words of wisdom and your testimony on what you're trying to do for the city. I just thank you so much for your continued efforts to bring something good to the city. And I just, wish you peace and blessings and safety out there in your journey.
Thank you for having me, Grace. We'll be in touch. Let's get it. Let's
Let's
make some money and
Let's
save
get it.
All right, Grace.
Bye. Have a great weekend and happy Halloween. Oh, do you plan on dressing up? Do you celebrate the Halloween festivity?
Listen, I got the greatest costume in the world, black man.
I'm going to go buy me boys.
You may have to put a mustache on and a beard. That's all. So that is the best costume you can have. That's what everybody want to be. That's what all the women want. And that's why the world is going through what it's going through, because it's designed and it's orchestrated to destroy the black man, to prevent the rise of the black Messiah. COINTELPRO, J. Edgar Hoover is still alive and well. They're doing it in a different way.
Absolutely.
So this costume, I may not make it home with this costume on. So why I got to fake it pretend when this is the most treacherous costume ever? This Batman, this Wakanda.
I'm screaming. Well, you stay safe out there, Mr. Muhammad. And again, thank you so much. And bye, Cream. It was nice to meet you.
Bye.
Y'all take it easy.
All right.
Hey guys, that was so amazing. Mr. Tyrone Muhammad, founder of ECCSC, out there doing amazing things for the city, trying to get those resources out there for you guys. We'll continue to keep the resources out there for you guys and doing it all on his own. Again, I just wish him peace and blessings out there in the streets of Chicago and just everybody out there, and condolences to that little baby's family, and just wishing them peace and strength during this time. And you guys just stay safe out there. Again, it's going to be Halloween. Make sure you're checking those babies' candies, making sure that, they are going out there with a buddy or with you. They're not by themselves. If they do have a phone, make sure that it's charged up and you're able to reach them and they're able to reach you. Again, I'm just very happy to be back and be doing this again. New season is already off to a great start. So you guys stay safe. Have a great weekend. Until I see you guys again, this has been your girl Gracie Love on the Euphoria Hour presents Suffering in Silence. See you guys later.
Hello? What you doing? So that means you got time to stop by and come see me? Alright, for sure. I'm gonna start getting ready. Alright. I'll see you in a little bit.
I got that G-love, greatest love, make it feel good love, euphoria, that's all you need love, all you need love, that's G-love, that's G-love, I got that G-love, greatest love, make it feel good love, euphoria, that's all you need love, I'm all you need love, that's G-love, that's G-love, in my phone, I already know, I better be ready to go. Never doing the most, taking nice and slow. You already know how that goes. Got your girl on the road, got me on the floor. No one has to know. I'ma show you though how real queen gets down. Make a king bow down. I got that G-love, greatest love, make it feel good love, euphoria, that's all you need love, all you need love, that's G-love, that's G-love, I got that G-love, greatest love, make it feel good love, euphoria, that's all you need love, I'm all you need love, that's G-love, that's G-love, I do it real sexy for you baby, got my heels on for you poppy, we can role play, do it my way, a new way, I changed you, they say that they know my name, but I'm not trick or treat, they call me Gracie, my love you need just like a thing, your body calling G, yeah. I got that G-love, greatest love, make it feel good love, euphoria, that's all you need love, all you need love, that's G-love, that's G-love, I got that G-love, greatest love, make it feel good love, euphoria, that's all you need love, I'm all you need love, that's G-love, that's G-love, if you need a G, you can call a G, you can have me, feel my energy, got you going savage, sing my name, you a local talent, I've been blessed, I'm the passing talent, love me long time, and forever we climbing, we can stop the world with our bodies, if that's what you're asking, the freedom's yours, we blasting away above the clouds, we passing, 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 I got that G-love, greatest love, make it feel good love, euphoria, that's all you need love, all you need love, that's G-love, that's G-love, I got that G-love, greatest love, make it feel good love, euphoria, that's all you need love, I'm all you need love, that's G-love, that's G-love.
Where you at? Alright. Did you remember to stop by the store? Okay. I'm gonna make my way downstairs. Yes, I got it on, don't worry. Alright, I'm gonna see you in a little bit. Be safe.
I got that G-love, greatest love, make it feel good love, euphoria, that's all you need love, all you need love, that's G-love, that's G-love, I got that G-love, greatest love, make it feel good love, euphoria, that's all you need love, I'm all you need love, that's G-love, that's G-love.